Hey guys, I'm Jonas with PowerEquipmentMan.com, and today we're going to be going over how to replace the battery on your Yamaha Drive2 Quietech. Now, unfortunately, when you're replacing the battery in a Quietech, you just don't have quite enough room to be able to get that battery up and out of the top of the cart with the space that's provided between the body panel and our sound deadening insulation panel. Now you have two different options when it comes to removing the battery. And basically you can either remove the panel to get the battery out the top, or you can remove our body panel to get the battery out the side. So in this video, we're going to go over how to do both of those to help you determine which one's going to be easier for you. Now the first way I'm going to go over is the easier way to change the battery if you have the right tools to do the job. Now what I mean by that is we're going to be removing this sound deadener panel, and the rear bolt that holds it in place is pretty easy to get to, but the front bolt is a little bit more of a pain. So if you happen to have like an air ratchet or an electric ratchet like this, it's pretty simple to stick it down in there and get that bolt out. If you just have a regular ratchet, it's definitely more difficult as you don't have much room to work. Now, if you are just going to use a regular ratchet, you may be able to add some extensions to it to try to get it out here past the muffler where you've got a little bit more room to work. Investing in an air ratchet like this is a great idea as well. You know, we picked this up on Amazon for I think around 70 bucks. I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. But we use this thing all the time. It's great for working on these carts for stuff like this, and you know, removing the skid plate, being able to pull those bolts out of the skid plate. These things are really handy to have. But we're going to go ahead and go through the process of changing the battery this way, and if you can't do it this way, then we'll show you the other way as well. Now, like I said, it's going to be a 12 millimeter socket to remove the two bolts holding this panel in place. So we'll go ahead and remove our rear bolt first. And then to get to our front bolt, it is down right in front of where the muffler is at. You may be able to kind of feel it with your finger first and then be able to actually get your wrench on there. Now with those two bolts out of the way, we can go ahead and pull this panel up and out of our way. Now once we've got that panel out of our way, the next thing we want to do is disconnect both our positive and negative battery cables. Now it is best to disconnect your negative battery cable first, and then when we reinstall it, you connect the negative last. So we're going to use a 1/2 inch wrench to loosen these two nuts on our battery cables. Now, if you'll notice, we do have this bullet connector on the small wire that is connected to our negative battery cable. Now, it really makes it easy if you disconnect that bullet connector, and then we can lay this negative battery cable over out of our way. Now we can remove our positive battery cable. Next, we're going to use a 10 millimeter socket to remove the two nuts on our battery hold down. Now it's best to just go ahead and completely remove both of those nuts and washers, then you can slide the top plastic part of the hold down off and out of our way. Now we should be able to go ahead and remove the battery from the cart. Now with the battery out, it's a good time to go ahead and clean up that battery tray. They're usually completely full of dirt and grass, and now is a good time to get all of that cleaned out of there before you go and set your new battery in place. Now as far as replacement batteries go, we usually use the Interstate brand of batteries, and this is what they call a Group 24 battery. So in the Interstate line, it's their MT24. Now they do have a 24 with the reverse terminals, and that is not what this one is. We're just the standard terminal configuration. So when the battery sets down in the cart, your terminal should be towards the center of the cart, positive terminal towards the back, negative terminal towards the front. Now we can go ahead and install our new battery in the cart and then do everything in the reverse order that we just did. Now, reinstalling this sound deadener panel can be a little bit difficult. It's easiest to kind of go in with the back part of the panel first and then slide up the front section into place. Now, you've also got tabs on the bottom of the panel that have to slide down into slots in the floor pan. So you've got to be paying attention to those as well. Now, once you get that slid down into place, then you can kind of slide the back over where it needs to be. Now with it in place, getting the rear bolt started back in is pretty simple. It's the front bolt that is definitely a challenge. So you're really just barely holding on to that bolt with your fingertips, trying to get it started back in the hole. Now, if you just cannot get it, if you're really struggling with it, you can remove your front center body panel. Now, these aren't that hard to remove, and then you can reach in from the front side to get this bolt into place. But that's where you need to take into account of whether, if you're going to remove that front center body panel, should you just go ahead and pop this side body panel off too and come out the side with the battery and not remove this sound deadener panel in the first place. Now, our second method of replacing the battery involves removing this center body panel and then pulling back on this side body panel. So to get these center body panels off, the first thing that we need to do is remove our forward and reverse lever. Now there's just a little spring retainer clip on the back side of this lever. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver and push down on the tabs that stick out from the side of the lever. Once that's off, then you can wiggle back and forth and be able to pull this forward and reverse lever off. And then once you get that lever off, you want to reassemble it. So put that little retainer clip back in its grooves on the back of the lever, and the washer goes up here on top, and that way it's ready to reinstall. When you put this all back together, you leave that all together and just slide it back on the shaft, and it's going to snap into place. Now with that out of the way, we've got these little plastic push pins that we need to be able to remove. And the trick to getting these out is to not push on them while you're trying to spin them out. So if you apply any downward pressure, they're not going to come apart. You just have to gently twist on those to get them to come up and out of there. And there's a total of 8 of these that we have to remove. There's 4 across the top and then 2 up and down on the front here. Once we get these 4 out of the way, then we should be able to just remove this center body panel. Now you kind of pull on the back side first, and then that body panel comes up and out of the way. Now with that off, you can see better now where that bolt was on the front. So if you're trying to get this back in from the top and you can't get it, remove this center body panel and you can get to this bolt right here. Make sure that your holes get lined up and you can twist that bolt in. So like I said though, if you're going to go that far to remove that, you're probably better off just pulling out 3 more push pins, and then we can pull this side body panel out and get it to come out the side. Now even if you have a rear seat installed on your cart, you can leave that all in place. We don't have to pull the bag well. We can just pull the front of this body panel up and out. So we just have 2 more push pins here that we can pull these out. And once those are out, we've got 1 more push pin that's right back here underneath where the back of the seat would be. So once we've got that push pin out, now you can kind of pick up on this front corner of the body and pull it out like this. So it's coming up and out of our way. And once we had disconnected our battery cables and the battery hold down, you can pick that battery up and have enough room to come out the side and below this body and then get our new battery back up into place. Once we've got our new battery in there, tightened everything down, we can go ahead and reinstall the side body panel push pins and then our center body panel. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. If you got some good value out of this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.